Hello everybody, welcome to another vintage cube draft. We got a piece of power to start. Mox Emerald is a great first pick. I do think it's the worst Mox by a decent margin, but the worst Mox is still a pretty good card, so we will be taking it. The problem with Mox Emerald as opposed to the other Moxen is that green is already good at making extra mana, so this doesn't really address the weakness of the color. Whereas blue can't really mana ramp very well, so Mox Sapphire addresses your weaknesses there. A lot of other good cards in the pack. Reanimate and Yawgmoth's Will are both very good combo-y cards. Those are probably the best two things. And then there's a couple other powerful gold cards that are black as well. So I'll probably move a little bit away from black given all the signals that we're passing here. The rest of the pack is actually kind of weak. But I'm just going to take the Mox Emerald though and then see what looks open. I'm not going to read too much into signaling from this first pack here. Oh, well, Oko Thief of Crowns. One of the best possible follow-ups. Just an absolutely phenomenal card. Broken Planeswalker. Top 3 Planeswalker of all time, undoubtedly. Arguably top 1. I think it's probably Oko and Minsc and Boo are duking it out up there. Just the fact that this immediately goes to 6 loyalty as early as turn 2 is pretty ridiculous. So definitely be taking that. A lot of good blue in this pack. Subtlety and Counterspell are good as well. There's a slim chance Subtlety comes around. There's also Endurance, Seasoned Pyromancer, Jite, but pretty easy Oko here. And then the big question is, are we going to end up being base blue or base green? I typically think it is better in like blue-green specifically to pick a lane, and you don't really want to be too even there. But yeah, we'll take this and see what looks open. Okay. Wow, a lot of interesting options here. Dazed is a great removal or a great counter spell if we are playing a base blue deck with a lot of islands. I do like the idea of playing some mana dorks in my Oko deck to maximize the number of times we can play this on turn 2. There's also like Tireless Tracker and Natural Order. Just based on power level, Natural Order is probably the strongest card. And we could just take it here. It's pretty early, like we can build around it to some extent. There's also a couple lands that are decent. I think I would maybe lean towards Hallowed Fountain over Jetmir's Garden here. Honestly, I think I like taking the Natural Order here. It might not make the cut, but it has very, very high upside. And, yeah, it's just a very broken card. Sure, we'll try it, see where we end up. So, a lot of different directions we could go from this point for sure. I would love to get some 1 mana dorks. No such luck, though. This pack is okay, but not really great for the blue-green cards. There's a lot of, like, Odawara and Beseju. That's kind of funny. Like, Dig Through Time, not really where we want to be. I'd rather get Oko. Just in terms of power level, I would love to be able to get Firebolt or Troll of Khazad-dûm. But maybe we just take Beseju. Yeah, given that we just took Natural Order, I'm not thrilled about going into a third color, since you do need to be fairly heavy green to make this work. Like, we could take the Troll and try to wheel Witherbloom Command and be Sultai. That's kind of interesting, and I do like the Troll a lot. Could also just take Beseju, which is good. Maybe it's Beseju. Yeah, I'll take this card. The Troll is fine, but it's not super exciting. Okay, I'll take a Simic Growth Chamber here. Devoted Druid would be nice. I would definitely play this card. But Simic Growth Chamber is great. Also, just from a signaling perspective, I like taking the blue-green land here. Not seeing a lot of blue here, but that's okay. That is a bit of a late Mother of Runes, but yeah, we'll definitely just take the Growth Chamber here pretty happily. And now we see Pest Infestation versus Savannah. So the question is, how interested are we in a potential white splash? White does look pretty open. We just passed a Hallowed Fountain, though. I think I'm going to take the Pest Infestation. It's just a really good card. These tokens are green, so you can sacrifice them to Natural Order. Good interactive card, also a good piece of top end. Just like, spending 7 mana on this and making 6 1/1s is a pretty solid play. Savannah is tempting. I would take Savannah over a more average green card, but I think this is actually like quite a strong green card to be getting this late. Okay, green does appear to be open. There's also Overgrown Tomb and Horizon Canopy. I don't think we're too interested in Stormcarved Coast or Rogran Triome here. We're pretty likely to be heavy green. How interested are we in a black or a white splash? It's hard to say because we're kind of early and we haven't gotten or really even seen any broken white or black cards. I would love to be able to play a Teferi or a Fractured Identity, but at the same time, Aether Spellbomb looks pretty nice. I don't care that much about Courser of Crewfix, it's okay, but I think I actually like taking the Spellbomb here for a few reasons. First of all, blue-green is typically bad at removal, and this is a form of pseudo-removal. It also means we have a good package for Urza's Saga if we get that, so I think I'll take that. Wow, okay, late Bayou. There's also a Seeka's Chariot. So I'm not that interested in Jace. Honestly, I'm going to take the Chariot. I'm kind of just not trying to go for the black splash. We've passed a lot of black and white fixing, which is always, if you know my channel, you know I like my fixing. It's kind of rare that I pass this many lands. But I think in this case, a Seeka's Chariot, a genuinely very strong card. I like this card a lot. Generates a ton of board presence, resilient to removal, pressures the opponent quickly. Just a strong card. Okay. Yeah, blue and green are looking fairly open, especially green. Titan of Industry is an interesting natural order target. It's not the best, but it's not bad for sure. The other option is Eternal Witness, which is good at recurring Oko, and it is a nice thing to sacrifice just natural order. I think I'm going to take it. As good as of a natural order target as this is, I think I'd rather get the cheap creatures to sacrifice before getting the top end. Yeah, I'll take the Witness. Close pick. Okay, Endurance. I don't think we really care about Zura and Orb. I'll just take the Endurance. That's not bad. Um, okay, Spelunking. Kind of interesting. Good with Simic Growth Chamber. I don't care that much about Territorial Kavu. I think it's Jetmir's Garden versus Spelunking. I'll take the Garden. I'm not that interested in a 3-drop that ramps me. Yeah, I think Jetmir's Garden's a bit better. Okay, now we'll take a Deep Forest Hermit. Not terrible. Devoted Druid Wheel. That's great because we're lacking in mana dorks. So very, very good late pickup. I don't think we're a Dragon Engine deck, but this is actually a card we might end up playing. And then last pick Courser. All right, green is open. But yeah, this is nice in a deck that has a lot of creatures, so we can crew it. And also is lacking in removal, so the 3 damage is a super relevant effect. All right, so good first pack. We ended up with only basically mono green just splashing for Oko, which is, I mean, fine. But if we do need to get some of the 1-mana dorks, really hoping to get some of those in pack 2. Wow, okay, so Tropical Island, Prismatic Vista are great fixing. Mana Vault is great for being explosive. Questing Beast is a strong card, and Remand is nice interaction. I think I'm actually going to take Mana Vault. It feels crazy to pass Tropical Island here because this would be a phenomenal pickup. But Mana Vault is just great. I mean, just turn 2, Seeka's Chariot or Deep Forest Hermit closes the game very quickly. And we do need some accelerants pretty badly. Yeah, not too many things I'd pass Tropical Island for, but Mana Vault is on the short list. Definitely like the start of this deck so far. Looking for like Urza's Saga, more fixing, more 1-drops. Um, hmm, not a great pack for us here. Mystical Tutor is kind of interesting if we end up being more in on Natural Order. Right now it basically finds Natural Order or Pest Infestation, both of which are pretty good. There's Echo of Eons, but I don't think we're too interested in that. A couple green cards, but like one of these will wheel. I don't think we really care about those. Could take Thespian Stage. There's definitely a world where we backdoor into the Dark Depths deck if we get like Primeval Titan or Crop Rotation. Just based on power level, Palace Jailer is probably the best card, but I don't think I'm going to take that here. We have like some else to splash white, but you also want to be playing more removal if you're playing a Monarch game plan. I think I actually like taking Mystical Tutor here. Very high upside with Natural Order, and nothing else here looks that good. Yeah, we'll pick the Tutor. Hopefully we get there. The best version of this deck plays Mystical Tutor and is very happy about it. Okay, now we see Spars, Headquarters, Sherlock Isle, Sylvan, Uro, Brazen Borrower. Lots of good options, but I think I will take the Uro here. Very, very good card. This isn't the best deck for it yet. We're not filling the graveyard super quickly, but I still think this is the right pick. Yeah, actually, we could also just take Sheldock Isle, honestly. Because we have a million playables. We're going to be making tons of cuts. With that being said, we have a couple cards we could cut already. Like, we don't need to play all of these cards. Close pick. Hmm. No, I'm actually leaning toward the Shelldock. There's a chance Uro comes around, too. And yeah, we're not filling the graveyard that much. Okay, I'm going to take the Shelldock, actually. Close pick, but I do really like this. There is also Spar's Headquarters, but I think I like Shelldock Isles slightly more. It's also better in decks that have higher mana curves like this. Wow, whew, great pack. Flooded Strand, Lorien Revealed. We're not really a Bring to Light deck. Brainstorm, and then also these three green cards. I'm not going to take one of them. I think Elvish Mystic would be the best, but we'll definitely wheel at least one, probably more. So then the question becomes Flooded Strand versus Lorien Revealed. And I think I'll take the Lorien Revealed, actually. I like that we can fight it with Mystical Tutor. Um, right now, neither one is actually a dual land because we passed Tropical Island, but I get, well, actually, Lorien or Flooded Strand can get Jetmir's Garden or Basic Island. I still think I like taking the Lorien Revealed, though. It's just so nice. It's very hard castable in a lot of matchups. Okay, interesting. There's Thopter Foundry. We did see Sword of the Meek, so we could try to go into that. I don't think we're Field of the Dead deck. I don't think we're an Omnath deck, although we could get there. I'm honestly tempted by Gruff Triplets. This is an interesting natural order target. Honestly, I think I'm going to take this. Not a card I've played with too much. Okay, I'll take Orphelos now. Nashoba Brawler is kind of interesting. There's Temple Garden if we want to keep the white splash open. Scavenging Goose is a good sideboard card, but pretty easy Orphelos. That's a nice pickup. It's not at its best in this deck since we are going to have a few islands and whatnot, but still good. Okay, Intuition is good if we wheel Uro. Life from the Loam is good if we get a bunch of fetch lands, but we don't have any yet. I don't think we care about Taiga too much. Um, could take Fire Ice. Not at its best if we can't play the red half of it, though. Honestly, I think I'm still going to take the Fire Ice. Just like 2 mana tap permanent is nice interaction, and we aren't going to have a ton of interaction in this deck. Okay, there's a Sylvan Safekeeper, which seems pretty bad. Some powerful cards in this pack, but just not ones that are good for us. Could take Pyrite Spellbomb. We don't have that much red mana, but with Fire Ice plus Pyrite Spellbomb, we actually have like real reasons to try to splash red just to be better against decks with small creatures. I think that's better than Sylvan Safekeeper or Cityscape Leveler, so I'll take this. We also could backdoor into a Tinker deck potentially. Ooh, was not expecting to see Tropical Island in the wheel, but that is a sight for sore eyes. Now Lorien Revealed gets blue. Our mana is just a lot better. It also helps with Rofellos. Burst Lightning would be good if we do end up with this red splash, but yeah, pretty easy Tropical Island. That's phenomenal. Also makes it a little bit more likely that Uro comes around. Okay, so here I'm not taking the Lumberjack. Fire Covenant's the best card, but we're too far away from that. I think I'll take the Thespian Stage speculatively. Deeproot Wayfinder is okay, but it's a lot worse when we don't have fetch lands. This is a high upside pick that could definitely get there. And nice, we wheel the Uro. We could also take Spar's Headquarters, but I think I like taking Uro here. If this was a blue-green-red land, I might take it. And there is even Copperline Gorge, but yeah, I think Uro is a nice pickup. Okay, all of the green stuff wheeled. That's great. Probably just the one drop. Yeah, I wish I could take all of these. But yeah, I'll take Elvish Mystic. Very nice pickup. Um, I'll take Omnath speculatively. There's a world where we get there. Alright, Gruul Turf is actually nice. I think I will play the Gruul Turf. So, the domain deck is open. Whoa! Jeez. Alright, well, Time Walk and Black Lotus. Those are both probably in the top 3 best cards we could possibly get. So, love to see that. As good as Time Walk is, I don't think we can pass Lotus here, right? Like, I mean, we do have Mystical Tutor to find Time Walk, but Black Lotus is just, it's Black Lotus. What am I going to do? Turn 1 Seeker's Chariot, just start beating down immediately. Yeah, I think we've got to take this. This actually isn't even the best deck for Black Lotus, but it just is like the best card ever printed, the most expensive card ever printed, the best card in the format, just like the accolades go on, and I don't think we can pass it. A lot of other good stuff in this pack too, even outside of these two. I would love Steam Vents. I would love Ulvenwald Oddity, Spell Pierce, Copter, maybe Ren and 6. But yeah, we can't pass Black Lotus here. Oh man, what an embarrassment of riches. 2 fetch lands, which would just be phenomenal. A one drop dork. I mean, like these two are both good too, but I mean, yeah, Minsk and Boo. We just took Lotus. Now this deck can go turn one Minsk and Boo, which is like probably the best start in history. Yeah, I don't think we can pass this, but I am gonna prioritize fixing for red very highly now. Like before, we were kind of splashing red, but now we actually are quite interested in trying to make this work. Okay, wow. Primeval Titan looks nice too, especially if we get the Thespian Sage Dark Depths combo. I think I need to take the Ignoble Hierarch. Um, yeah, we just need some more dorks. We have some accelerants, but if we're playing natural order, we need some cheap green creatures. This adds red, which I like. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this. There's a slim chance Primeval Titan comes around. Not super likely, but it could, which would be amazing. It's a good natural order target. Okay, this pack is quite a bit worse. Grim Monolith is kind of interesting. I think I'm just gonna take the Raging Ravine though. We are getting to the point where we have a lot of tapped lands. This is actually our fifth tapped land. Geez, that's pretty bad. But I still think we need to have a bit more fixing for this Minsc and Boo. And we're gonna have a million playables. We're gonna have plenty of cards to cut. If we'd taken Time Walk, there's some argument for Tameo. Time Walk Tameo is a really nice combo. And this card's also good with Uro. But if the Uro wield and Tropical Island wield, I expect the Tameo will as well. There's the Dark Depths. Very interesting. So, do we just take that here? Couple good red removal spells. Um, I feel like this is going to come around. Thespian Stage Wield. I'm also not even that in on the combo. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass that here. It's maybe a little greedy, but I think I'm going to try to wheel it. The question then becomes, do we want to take a green card or a red card? Um, I kind of want to just take one of these burn spells. How's a red mana looking? One, two, three. Not that good. Hmm. Move endurance to the board. I think natural order does make the cut right now. Man, this is a close pick. I think I'm gonna take Lotus Cobra for the fixing. Very close. Okay, Wooded Foothills looks great. Sylvan Library and Coggle also both look pretty good, but definitely taking Wooded Foothills here. Okay, so there's Ketria Triumph, which helps with the mana a lot. There's also crop rotation, so if we wield Thespians or Dark Depths, that's pretty nice. We are sort of in on that combo. We also have a million tapped lands already. And I don't love the idea of playing more. But this is so good if we get there. And we even have other value lands to get to, like Raging Ravine and Shelldock Isle. But we have a million playables too. I think I'm gonna err on the side of consistency over upside here. It's close, but this really, really helps with the mana, especially with Lorien revealed. Yeah, I think this is the right pick. Okay, Hex Drinker is a pretty great late pickup. Um, we're not on Tinker, so we don't need Mirror Battlesphere. Manamorphose is okay, but not amazing. Yeah, pretty easy Hex Drinker here. Ren and 6 Wield, but we don't have that many fetch lands. We just have one. We do have Boseiju, and that's a pretty nice combo. I think there's also Vampire Hexmage, but we're not doing that. Could even take Valakut, but I don't think that's it either. I'm honestly leaning towards just taking the Steam Vents. You know, I love Ren and 6, but I think Steam Vents is the pick. We're gonna have so many playables. We're gonna have to make a lot of cuts. This helps with the mana a lot. I'm really warping this deck around Minsc and Boo to some extent, but I think that's a strong enough card that it merits that. Okay, I'll take Llanowar Elves. Unlicensed Hearse is a great sideboard card, but we already have Endurance. We can take this. I think this was the Dark Depth pack, so it looks like we're not getting there on that, and that's fine. We don't need that angle. We already have other angles of attack that are good. Goblin Engineer is kind of interesting. We actually have a lot of artifacts. Could also just take Mishra's Bauble, which is good with Uro. I think I'm gonna do that. We passed the late Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Yeah, let's just take this. I wish we had Urza Saga. We have tons of cheap artifacts. Okay, I'm not that impressed with Titania in this deck. Honestly, none of these are that good. I think I'll take the Titania but not play it in the main deck. Oh, we did build the Dark Depths. Okay. Yeah, we'll take this then. Alright, Thespian Sage getting back in here. We did not wield the Primeval Titan, but I think it's still worth it. Oh, we didn't even wield Crop Rotation. Okay, so we have a lot of choices to make here. Let's cut the Pyrite Spellbomb. It's okay, but it's just kind of weak compared to the other stuff. Um, so we have a few angles of attack here. We have the Natural Order plan. Natural Order for these two. They're not the best pieces of top end, but it's like turn 3 Gruff Triplets is a lot of power and toughness on the board. I think it is still worth playing the Natural Order package. Do we want to play Mystical Tutor? Doesn't find that much, but I think it might still be worth it. I think I'll cut the Bauble. It just doesn't do that much. Like, it adds a bit of consistency, but also, like, it's just not that great here. We don't have that many shuffle effects. I like all the ones. I think I like these twos. Could actually cut Raphellos. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to cut Raphellos. We have a lot of non-forests, and we're not trying to ramp to like 8, really. Is Sky Sovereign console flagship worth it? I think the answer is yes. Do want a little bit of top end. We have a lot of cards that are almost lands. So we could play this with 16 lands, but we should keep in mind that Thespian Stage and Dark Depth are both like weird lands. I think we want to play 17 here, which means one more cut. Maybe it is just the Mystical Tutor. Yeah. So let's see how this would look. So we're very heavy green, a couple blue cards, and then like really just one red card. I don't think I want to play a mountain if I can avoid it. Let's see how this would look. For green, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's great. And for turn 1 green sources, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Quite a bit worse, but I think that's okay. For blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Plus Lore and Reveal, yeah, that's fine. And then for red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honestly, I'm going to cut Jetmir's Garden. I just don't want to have that many tapped lands, and we don't have any use for white mana. And then just add one more forest and one more island. I think that's fine. And this is a pretty high mana count. Like, let's look at the cards that are like primarily there for mana purposes. So this is a lot. 26 cards that are like largely mana cards. We also have a couple bounce lands, which makes me maybe okay with a slightly lower land count. I think I'm actually going to cut one island. And then play Courser. Yeah, I think I like this plan. I wish I had like a fast bond type card. With multiple bounce lands, I would totally play that. But yeah, I think I like this plan. We'll run it like this. The mana looks good. There will be some situations where we have tapped lands, so we can't curve out as well as we would like to. But a lot of good value lands, and the Dark Depth combo with Crop Rotation to find it. And then Crop Rotation can also just be like mana fixing or get Shelldock Isle in a pinch. Or even just like Crop Rotation for a bounce land kind of offsets the card disadvantage of this and just like lets this be a land, which is pretty nice. Endurance is interesting. We could try to main deck it. I think I'm just going to run it like this though. Yeah, plain so it's we got the two best planeswalkers of all time. We could have even had Ren and 6 too. Just turn 1 Ren and 6 off Mox Emerald, turn 2 Oko, turn 3 Minsc Boo is a pretty savage curve. But yeah, this deck looks good. We have good mana. We have like actually some removal for this color combination. Some good top end. We don't have like Crater Hoof for like the absolute elite top end, but we also are going to have some very explosive starts with the Mox and the Black Lotus. Going to be playing Minsc Boo and Oko ahead of schedule very frequently, which is always a good time. See you in round 1. I'm actually going to make one small adjustment. I think Courser Crewfix is worse than Pyrite Spellbomb. It's okay, but not that impressive, especially with bounce lands. We're going to have lands in our hand to play often. And I like that this is both a removal spell if we have red mana, giving us a third way to kill creatures, and then also like can just be card draw if we need it. We'll make that exchange and then resubmit and lament the fact that we don't have Urza Saga in our deck with 5, 0, or 1 mana artifacts. See you in round 1. All right, here we are for round 1, and we have the nut draw. Just straight up, turn 1 Minsc Boo. They get to go first, so we could fall to a Spell Pierce or something, but this is like the absolute dream. So really, really hoping that Minsc Boo resolves, and then that will close out this game very quickly. Opponent plays Once Upon a Time. I kind of love this card. It's banned in a lot of formats, and I get why. I guess it leads to like gameplay being maybe a little repetitive if you just like find the right thing on turn one every game. But it's a cool card. Ramanap Excavator. So they might be some sort of strip mine deck. They play Hedron Crab. That's a weird play for turn one, but doesn't change our plan. Let's play this Minsk and Boo and cry if they have days. They do not have days. This is going to be tough for them to beat. So absurd. Just attacking for 4 on the first turn, set up to swing for 7, and then 11, which is a turn 3 kill if you're keeping track. Also having Aether Spellbomb is kind of nice. Okay, they're milling us. That is good for our Uro. We're going to keep on growing this. No need to draw a card, really. So we'll say no to this trigger. Another Spellbomb, okay. Counters here. Swing for 7. Alright. And then I'm just going to play both my spell bombs. Pass. And they're at 9 already. This deck is busted. Or I guess I can't say this deck is busted, but Black Lotus and Minsk and Boo are busted. That's my hot take, and I will die on that hill. So if you disagree, fight me. The opponent has all of the colors over there. Some sort of 5-color deck. Could be maybe a tough matchup if we don't have an explosive start. I want to conceal the Thespian stage. That gives away relevant information. They did see crop rotation, but they might just think we're playing that for like Guy's Cradle or something. So we'll avoid playing this if we can. They're dead on board, and they just concede. All right. Well, that's exactly how we drew it up, I guess. Turn 1 Minsk and Boo did win the game. That is unsurprising. Do we want to make any changes here? Endurance, if they're playing Ramanut Excavator and Hedron Crab, Endurance is probably good. Maybe the Sky Sovereign Council flagship, whatever, is not amazing. It does kill both of the creatures we saw, but if they're playing 5-color, I don't think they're like, it's not necessarily a matchup where we need tons of removal. Are there any other cards in here that we don't love? I honestly think I might cut the Dark Depths combo. I know like we're just talking about it, but well, the problem is they're just so bad on their own, and like I really only want this combo against decks that can't do anything against it. And if they're playing like white and blue, they might have just like a bounce spell. So if we cut these, we need to play at least 2 more lands. Our fixing does also just become better, which is kind of nice. Yeah, actually, I definitely want to cut these because they're probably playing Wasteland or Strip Mine too. So we need to play at least 2 more lands and 1 more spell. I think I'll add a forest and an island here. I'm fine with 16 lands on the draw. Maybe on the play we could go 17. Don't want to play Crab of my own. Could play Courser. Could play Titania. But it's worse when we don't have the Dark Depths combo anymore. Could play Mystical Tutor. But that's mostly just to find Natural Order. That seems a little light. I think I'll just play the Courser. It's not a slam dunk by any means, but I think it is worth playing here. Okay, not nearly as explosive as our last hand, but this is definitely a keep. We have all our colors. We have, they can't play, I guess, yeah, turn 1, we play Spellbomb. Turn 2, we get the Gruul Turf down. And then turn 3, we can go, like, Cobra into Devoted Druid or something. But okay, this time they're the one that has some of the broken artifact mana. Turn 1 Pilgrim, okay, that's not too scary. We draw Pest Infestation, which is a nice draw. And last game we saw Savai Triumph, but this cannot get Savai Triumph. Okay, so now they have all their colors except for black. What's their 2 or their 3-drop on turn 2? Valakut Exploration. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's the Field of the Dead, so they're in on this sort of thing. Okay, so this shielded. Okay, so we take one. We'll need to deal with this eventually, but we can take it out. Oh, good draw. Very good draw. So let's go Mox, Lotus Cobra. Could play Devoted Druid too. I think I'm going to get the Cobra down though. It's kind of close. We'll add green so we can play the Hex Drinker. Pass turn. Then next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play Pest Infestation to kill both of these, which really sets them back. And gives us a bunch of board presence. Okay, so they can play Escape to the Wilds here, which is a little... Oh, they play Omnath. But they already played land. Yeah, that's not too bad. Deep Forest Hermit, good draw, but I think I'm still going to take this turn to set back their development. Pest Infestation, kill both of these. Just such nice value. We killed 2 things and put 4 creatures into play, all out of 1 card. They don't even have green mana anymore. Oh, well. Fetch land there is worst case scenario for sure, because our whole thing was trying to stunt their development, but that generates them essentially 5 mana. They're still a long way away from Field of the Dead, though. We only have 4 mana currently, so we cannot actually play everything we want to play. We'll see what they do here. Hopefully, I mean, I would love to see another 1 toughness creature that we can snipe with a Fire Ice. Ramanap Excavator plus... Okay, that's a little scary. Yeah, that's definitely bad. I want to take out that Ramanap Excavator, but we don't have a good way to do it. Yeah, this is a tough position. We have a lot of creatures, but their creatures just block ours very profitably. They can just like pop off with Ramanap plus Omnath. And we don't really have any ways around that. Seeing more of their deck, I do want the Skyship Sovereign Council again. Um, hmm. I'm actually going to attack with everything. I think the only way we win, or the best way we win this game is by like clearing out some of these creatures. And if we attack with everything, that could set up a nice fire turn. I'm hoping they put both of their 2/3s on my 2/1s. Yes, okay, that's exactly what we were hoping would happen. Then they take 3, but then we can kill Deep Root, whatever, and Ramanap Excavator. Yeah, this is great. Um, so we'll go fire, 1 damage each of these. And then I'm just going to play Devoted Druid. And now they really don't have that much going. They have the mana advantage by a little bit, and they're going to be gaining life and whatnot. But, like, yeah, this just seems like a much, much better board state for us. They kill our Druid. That's pretty annoying. Their last card is another land. Yeah, so we need to find mana, but our hand's great. Like, I think we can just put a bunch of stuff into play, which will go over the top of what they're doing. But we do need to find another land for the Deep Forest Hermit. Steam Vents? Okay, do we want to play Hermit this turn? I think so. It just puts more... Actually, maybe not. You know what? No, I think Asika's Chariot's actually better here. Yeah, it's close, but I actually think I like getting the Chariot down. This way we can start crewing and attacking faster. And I would prefer to be able to hold up Aether Spellbomb to bounce my Deep Forest Hermit when I play it. It's a nice little combo. We can, right before it's about to die to its vanishing counters, we can bounce it and then replay it and get even more squirrels. Okay, they just top deck. Hopefully they're sacking Sunbaked Canyon. They're not. Okay, so, well, cycling land, that's fine. Sakura Tri-Builder, also fine. They don't have any attacks. I would love it if they attacked. Yeah. Sure. So let's play the Hermit. And then I'm going to crew the Chariot and swing in. They can just block with a Sakura Tri-Builder if they want to, but that's still fine. We get to make another cat. And like, look at how wide we're going. What we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures in play. That's actually kind of crazy. I didn't even think we were doing that much, but going pretty deep here. So we trade with a Bone Crusher Giant. That's fine. They have a pretty high life total, and our creatures are small, but we can just like start attacking with everything each turn. They don't sack the Sakura Tri-Builder. That is interesting. They definitely don't have any attacks, so they just pass back. Manivolt's not really what we wanted, but that's okay. Let's send in everything except the Hermit. It's a pretty big attack. So now do we want to kill their Omnath? I think we do. Yeah, I think that's worth it. It makes our clock a lot faster because Omnath both blocks one of our things and kills it every turn, and it gains them like 4+ life a turn. They even trade off with an Avacyn's Pilgrim. That's got to be good for us. So now they can sack their Tri-Builder, get a land, gain 4 life. They're getting close. Oh, they didn't sack their Sakura Tri-Builder. That was just a straight up misplay. I don't think that will be. I think they were going to lose either way, probably, but that certainly makes it even harder for them. So here comes our Spell Bomb. We will sack it to kill the Omnath. The key turn of this game is when we took out the Ramanov Excavator. It was kind of a questionable attack. There's probably at least one hater in the comments that would not have made it, but it worked out. If the opponent had seen Fire Ice, they might not have gone for that block, and then it could have been a little bit worse. But given that we were able to take out both of these 2/3s on the same turn and made all of our 2/2s and 1/1s way better. So now, yeah, I don't really see a way they could get back into this. I guess they could just play a board sweeper, and then it becomes just a top deck battle. But we could even save our Deep Forest Hermit, so that seems fine. We'll just drop this Manifold and pass turn, and we have more than lethal here. That's what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage with them at 9 life. We don't need to worry about like Fractured Identity or anything because of the Spell Bomb. Alright, very smooth start, 1-0. See you in round 2. Alright, on the draw once again for round 2, but with a great hand. We'll keep. We can play Besage You on turn 1, and then return it with the Simic Growth Chamber so that we can use it to kill something later. It's kind of nice. The dream here is to go second in every single game. Just lose all the die rolls and win all of the game 1s. Playing against a black deck, that's probably bad for game 1 because we don't have Endurance in the main. Alright, I guess I'll conceal the information about the Beseiju. So Llanowar Elves and go. If they kill the elf, we're fine with that. We just don't want, like, I just don't want to be playing against a Reanimator deck. I think we can beat a black control deck fairly well, but a black combo deck would be tougher. Deep Cavern Bat. Okay. That's not that bad. It's not ideal, but whatever. They probably take Fire Ice, and then I honestly am just going to cycle Ketria Triome here. I want to find some action. Ooh, Uro. That is better. Let's do that instead. So we'll go Steam Vent untapped. Uro is like our best card against a black-based control deck. So do this. Get the Simic Growth Chamber into play. Pick up the Forest and pass. Really nice draw there. So we're actually set up for a turn 3 Deep Forest Hermit. That's pretty solid. Just 9 power casually on turn 3. Dark Ritual. Oof. What 5-drop do they have? Please don't be Mind Twist for 4. They have their own Minskin Boo. What? I'm the only one that can play that card. Okay, that's bad. Deep Forest Hermit does pressure it fairly well, but that's like certainly a strong play from them. We're going to take 5. Gruff triplets, another good draw. But yeah, for this turn, just jamming the Hermit. Our life total is fine. I mean, if they make the Boo a 7/7, it's kind of dicey. We don't really have a good way to deal with a 7/7. I guess we can just play Gruff triplets and just try to have bigger creatures. But we do need to work, like, we can beat the board, we can beat the Minsk and Boo, but if they have a bunch of follow-up, yeah, okay, if they kill the Hermit, yeah, it's not over, but we're very behind here. So they have a 7/7 Boo. Yeah, gonna have to sell this one games 2 and 3 probably. I have a feeling that whoever plays Minsk and Boo first will usually win in this matchup. And our deck is not that good at dealing with Minsk and Boo too. Whoa, weird attack. So they're letting us kill their Minsk and Boo. Oh wait, no, they're just gonna use Liliana to make us sacrifice one of these things. Yeah, good play. So we can put the Minsk and Boo to 1, but that's probably not enough. Either spell. Okay, that actually gives us a chance. That's a great draw. So let's go. We can't go for Gruff triplets because we need to use Aether Spellbomb. So we'll play Cobra. Um, yeah, play Cobra. Play Catchery Triome. Add a mana. Play Spellbomb. Then we'll send I guess I will kill Liliana actually, and then send everything else at Minsk and Boo. It's closed, right? Oh wait, whoops, we definitely don't want to go at their face. So 1 at Lily. Wait, okay. Definitely do not want to attack them. So Minsk and Boo with these 3 creatures. 1 at Liliana. I think that's worth it. Yeah, if we could kill Minsk and Boo, I certainly would. But Minsk and Boo being at 1 versus 2 isn't a huge difference. And then the Aether Spellbomb basically bricks the Minsk and Boo for 1 turn. Like either plus or minus, we can answer effectively. And then we should be able, actually, yeah, I think we're in a good spot. This Aether Spellbomb was a phenomenal draw. Probably the only thing we could have drawn there that would give us a chance. But yeah, if they don't have something good in their hand, we can take out their Boo, then we can take out the Minsk and Boo, and then we just have like more stuff left over, like Gruff triplets. If they sweep our board, we have Uro. Seems like a good position here, which is kind of crazy. I felt very behind. Opponent's playing Jund, which might be a kind of tough matchup. Their planeswalkers line up fairly well against our threats. We don't have like Questing Beast to really pressure their planeswalkers. Okay, that is a 10/10 hamster right there, but I don't care. They attack with a bat too. That seems incorrect. Oh, okay, so the last card, being Torok there, is pretty annoying. However, we can still kill the Minsk and Boo. Yeah, we can almost escape Uro. Dark Depths was such a rough draw. Um, okay, let's just send everything at Minsk and Boo except for a squirrel. I actually really want them to kill one of our mana dudes. Yeah, I'm trying to bait them into blocking the Lotus Cobra here. They should just not block anything here. Uh, maybe we do just send like this, because then we can block the Lotus Cobra on the backswing. But you know, let's do this. Leave the Llanowar Elves back to block. And then we kill the Minsk and Boo either way, and we're just hoping that they block the Lotus Cobra so we get the Uro into play. We'll see if they see the line. They don't. Okay, I think this is a pretty big blunder on their part, to be honest. because now we get to just escape Uro, which is awesome. And if we find crop rotation, we can actually just combo kill them. Or a Thespian Stage. There's crop rotation. So we can't do it this turn. Um, I'm trying to decide if there's any argument to another line. I guess not. So we could just get like a bounce land if we just want to have more mana in play, but that seems not correct. So let's just pass. And our life total is fairly stable. If they can't kill the Uro, that'll get out of hand pretty quickly. And then we're about to make a 20/20. They can hit us for one. Don't care too much about that. Wild game. I felt very behind earlier and still could go either way. Roaming Throne just does nothing. I don't really get what this card's doing in the format, to be honest. It's like kind of beefy, but like, yeah, I don't fully get it. Okay, so we'll go crop rotation, sacking forest, grabbing Thespian Stage. And unfortunately, we can't make a 20/20 yet, but we can soon. Okay, so let's just go swing in for 6. If they double block, I think I'm fine with that. They do double block. I think I'm going to kill the Roaming Throne. Then we'll just drop a elf into play and pass. They have no cards in their hand, and we're about to make it 20/20. They can chump block every turn, and they're at 24, so actually we don't get to kill them in one swing. We kill them in 3 swings, but Jund decks typically are not good at dealing with indestructible creatures. And we can even escape Uro again. So we'll copy Dark Depths. We're going to keep the one with no counters. There's a 20/20, and we can escape Uro. Okay. I'm going to start by escaping Uro just to gain some information about what we might want to do. Like if we want to send in our ground creatures. Ooh, Natural Order. I'm pretty sure we can cast that. Although, wait, we've already gone through... Yeah, we've actually lost like all of our best Natural Order targets. That's kind of funny. So I was planning on bouncing Ketria Triome, but now that we have Natural Order, I think I'm just going to keep the Ketria Triome so that we can cast this if we want to. Then we will swing in for 20. We'll see if they choose to block or take it. They do block. Okay, and then I don't think I even care about playing this Natural Order here. We just don't have good targets left. So I'm going to go to their upkeep and then tap their mountain. Wait, do we have lethal? We do have lethal even if they block the Uro, so I don't care too much about tapping their Turok, which means I'm going to tap their mountain. It just shuts off a lot of things they could have, including like Zealous Conscripts. That would be one way they could actually win, although maybe they cut that card from the format. But yeah, I just think that's the best line here. And there we go. So despite the fact that they had a 10/10 hamster, we're able to beat Minsk and Boo. So we win game 1. Do we want to make any changes for game 2? We haven't seen that much stuff that Endurance is good against. I do think I like Natural Order. Gruff Triplet seems good in this matchup, where they don't have like exile-based removal. I think I'm leaning towards just running it back. Yeah, we'll submit like this. This is a matchup where I like the Dark Depths combo. It's like they have Liliana of the Veil, which can make us sacrifice it, but I think it's still worth it. Okay, this is a keep. We have Black Lotus, but no 4-drop, unfortunately. If we draw Minsk and Boo, obviously we'll be thrilled. I do think this is still a keep, and I don't like mulliganing against decks that have a lot of discard. Gruff triplets. Interesting draw. Let's just play Shelldock Isle on turn 1. Okay, we'll take a Deep Forest Hermit. Pretty good pickup, just slamming that at the end of their turn, untapping and attacking for 9 seems pretty good. There's the bat, sure. I guess maybe we're supposed to play the Lotus, although we can also just like kill this thing with fire in a few turns if we need to. Either spell bomb or pyrite spell bomb. So now the question is, do we want to just use this ice to cycle or hold it? I don't want to pick up the Shelldock because I like what we have under it. So I'm playing Forest this turn. We could play Spell Bomb or Pyrite, or I think I'm gonna go for the ice here. Just slow them down a bit. I don't care too much about this Deep Cavern Bat, and we can kill it later if we are worried about it. So we'll just go ice to tap this land. Eternal Witness is a pretty good draw in this matchup. I'm guessing they don't have a good play this turn since we tapped their Blackleaf Cliffs. Oko! Wow, I wish we had an untapped land, but still feel fine about this. Let's just go Spell Bomb, Rule Turf, pass. We can crack the Spell Bomb to draw a card if we care, but I'm planning on saving it to kill their bat. DK68, what you got? They don't have green mana, so they can't play Minsk and Boo. They play Torok. That's pretty bad. I think if we do, just let it resolve, though. Oh, wow, that's worst case scenario. They hit both of our pieces of top end. That really sucks. It's not like game ending, but Oko would have been phenomenal here, and now we don't have that anymore. We can just slam Gruff Triplets, though, which I think is the play. And then we just like hope they can't beat a bunch of beefy creatures. There's also a Seeker's Chariot. That's kind of interesting, but I think I would still rather just go for the Gruff Triplets here. Quick math check. We'll have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have exactly enough mana for this. And we'll slam these triplets. And I haven't played with this card too much, but I think it's going to be pretty good here. We already have 9 power with Trample, and then if they ever kill 1, it just adds more. Like, this essentially is 18 Trample power for 6 mana. Okay, they get Strip Mine. They can kill either Shelldock or Rule Turf. They go for the Shelldock, so that lessens our like late game power, but still seems like a decent position. They need a board sweeper basically. If they had like Fire Covenant deal 9 damage to our triplets, then we would just lose. I think we would not really have much left. But there's not that many cards they could have. Shieldred is an interesting one. That is probably bad for us, but also not game ending. I'm going to send in all of my triplets. Just playing Drago here definitely does not work. They can eat one of them, but then the others will grow. They should probably also block with Torok. Yeah, they do. So this last triplet's going to become a 9/9. And then we'll drop the Devoted Druid. Play the Growth Chamber, pick up our Forest, and pass. Maybe the Dark Depths combo is not actually worth it. It is like, they can't deal with it that effectively, but it's like, if they just thoughts, I don't know, like, if they strip mine one of the things, yeah, I think I actually will cut this for game 3. Although, with that being said, hopefully we don't get to game 3, because we just draw crop rotation. Coming in for 4, okay. So this basically deals 6 a turn and gains them 2 a turn. So we're taking 6 and they're taking 7 a turn. Oh, okay. They sweep the board. So, interesting position. Kind of even board state. But like, this Asika's Cherry does let us take a bit of advantage. I will play Dark Depths here because we don't have any other 6 drops. So there's no way where we desperately need to have 6 mana of like or 6, all of our lands making real mana, basically. Okay, there's their green source, but it's tapped, so they couldn't play their Minsc and Boo this turn. I hope they can't kill one of our things. Oh, they bring back Shieldred. That's bad. Yeah, that's actually quite bad. We're pretty behind now. We might have settled this one in game 3. Unless we can find crop rotation or Thespian Stage. That's actually a pretty good draw. I mean, lands are not amazing in this position, but it means that we can attack with the Asika's Chariot because of Exalted. So swing for 5. Copy a cat token, which we might end up having to chump block with, unfortunately. And they could trade with a Shieldred or take 5. They're probably just taking 5 here. Yeah, because the Shieldred can gain them so much life. They're going to gain 2 life off their draw step, then potentially another 4 off of the Fable. And our life total is getting low. I would love to find Oko. But yeah, this is the situation where like our lack of removal really hurts us. We just don't have good ways to deal with the Shieldred, and Oko's already gone. If they hadn't hit our Oko off of the Turok, I think we would have won this game very easily. But Oko has been defeated. They play Roaming Throne, and I think that doubles their Shieldred triggers. So yeah, probably gonna have to go to game 3 here. I don't want to say it's mathematically impossible, but it's getting close. I think we need to find our Dark Depths combo immediately. Oh, they don't attack with Shieldred. That seems incorrect. I'm very happy to make this trade. Yeah, they should have attacked with the 4/5 as well. Inti, okay, that doesn't do too much here. I will remove a counter here. It's like very, very hard to imagine a world where this becomes relevant, but might as well. Lotus Cobra. Not what we were hoping for. Play this. Play land. Make a mana. Remove a counter. I'll swing for 5 again. There's like definitely an argument to leaving this back to block too, but like realistically, I actually think that we have many lines, all of which lose, unless they do something weird. Like if they block with Shieldred, that's our 1 out. They don't. They take the 5, go to 11. Then they're going to gain 4, and I think we're taking 4 off of these triggers. Yeah, we're dead here. We'll go to game 3. Good to know about Damnation. Also good to know about Strip Mine. Let's cut the Dark Depths combo. Crop rotation is kind of interesting. It's good against Strip Mine, but I think I'm still just going to cut it and play cards that are like better on their own. So we'll play like they're playing Reanimate, so I do want the Endurance. We'll bring in Courser, bring in maybe Oh no, we need to play some lands. Yeah, let's play another forest and another island. Then we need to make one more cut. I think I do like the Sky Sovereign. I think I'm going to cut Natural Order, actually. Yeah, they have good answers to our big things. The big things are still fine, but I don't want to be like also sacrificing a card to do that. Yeah, we'll run like this. Let's just get another nice turn 1 Minsc and Boo game. Is that too much to ask? On the play. Okay, no turn 1 Minsc and Boo, but turn 2 Minsc and Boo. So I will take that. Cannot complain. Yeah, on the play too. That's awesome. They could kill the Lotus Cobra, but even if they do, we can just play Minsc and Boo a few turns later. I'm feeling pretty good about this position. We haven't seen Thoughtseize. Hopefully that trend continues. Just pass or like play something dumb. Okay, nice. So they do pass. We're very soft to specifically Lightning Bolt here, but if they don't have Lightning Bolt, then this is going to take over the game very quickly. And we get to attack for 6 on turn 2. Nice. Okay. Don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but I think we're like 99.5% to win. Take 6. They could have, if they have Black Lotus or something and they have their own. Yeah, I guess if they go like. Oh no, they actually can't, even with Dark Ritual, they can't play their own Minsc Boo this turn. They do have Dark Ritual. Into what? Damnation or Shieldred? Turok? Okay, that's fine. So, I think I'm actually going to minus Minsc Boo here. I think that's the safest line. We could also make a 7/7, but then if they have a way to kill our Minsc Boo, it actually gets kind of bad. This way we get to kill their Turok, we get to draw 4 cards, we still have Minsc Boo ready for next turn. It doesn't kill them quite as quickly, but I think it's still worth it. And if we draw land, oh, we didn't, well, we kind of drew land. Interesting. I do want to play the Deep Forest Hermit. Let's cycle Lorien Revealed. Getting Steam Vents. Yeah, I'm gonna shock here. And I'm just gonna play everything. It does like, I guess it's a little bit soft to Damnation, but it also means that they're dead on board if they don't do something immediately. Yeah, this has got to be the right line. So I'll add green, play Lotus, crack this for green, Deep Forest Hermit. And we'll drop the Elf and the Spell Bomb and hit for 2 and pass. And then, yeah, it's very, very hard to see a way they can win this game. Like, just look at the board states. 2 lands versus what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 permanents to 2 permanents. Good luck, my friend. Toxic Deluge for 2 would keep them alive. Inti would not keep them alive. That's the thing, man. Minsc Boo just keeps coming. Hit for 4 immediately, killed your thing and drew 4 cards. Now it's gonna hit for 4 again. He's still here, still doing his thing. This is lethal, right? Oh, okay. They killed the Boo. They're trying. I respect it. Um, Although, are they still just dead on board? I think so. Pick up this forest. Fire to kill Inti. Attack with everything. And that is 8, 9, 10, 11, exactly 12 damage. All right, so pretty much smooth. Well, I don't want to say smooth sailing, actually. There's some tight stuff in there. Game 2, we did lose, but we are 2-0, and I'll see you in the finals. All right, the final boss is Nook and Go. We are on the draw. We went over 3 on die rolls, which is not ideal, but this hand is good. No turn 2 Oko, but we can just, Spell Bomb into Lotus Cobra into Oko is a pretty nice curve. They play Arboreal Grazer. All right. Another black deck. Just play Spell Bomb and pass. I would love to be able to hold this fetch land until we have Lotus Cobra in play to trigger landfall twice and just make tons of mana. Sylvan Library. All right. Into Imperial Seal. Sure. So now the scary thing is just what can they get with Imperial Seal. They might go Mind Twist us for 3 next turn, which is a little scary. Interesting draw. Still just going to play Lotus Cobra this turn, though. Alright, what you got? This is a key turn. Next turn we get... If we're able to just resolve Oko next turn, I feel very good about our position. They're playing black, so they could have ways to kill it, but... yeah, Oko is very good here. However, if they mind twist us for 3 or something and we lose all of our gas, then it becomes a top deck battle where they have Sylvan Library, which is not a great place to be. They played Basalt Monolith. Interesting. Okay, that is probably great news for us. Let's just go. Hmm. We could just jam Grove triplets, funnily enough. So right now we have the most mana we could possibly make this turn. This would be 2. This is 2 as well. This is 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't play triplets plus Oko. I think I'm just going to hold off for a turn and just play Oko. And just like develop a little bit. This seems fine. Then the question becomes whether we want to turn their Basalt Monolith into an Elk. And I think the answer is yes. I think there's a good chance they have something very expensive in their hand and they searched for this monolith with Imperial Seal. So let's just stunt their mana development. Like they have some board presence now, but Oko can outpace this Basalt Monolith very easily. Next turn we can just jam Gruff Triplets. Yeah, they need to. We can beat the board very easily. It depends on what they can draw into off of this library. They also probably should have paid some life last turn. I don't get why they paid 0 life. Alright, 5 mana. Do you have a way to kill my Oko? They play another Monolith. Interesting. And they're using it immediately for a 6-drop. Looks like they're mind twisting my hand. That sucks. Okay, well, Oko versus the world. Honestly, Oko might be able to win that battle, but it's going to be a little dicey. Roll land. Okay. A few options here. One is to just turn this Pyrite Spellbomb into an Elk. I think I am going to do that. I mean, maybe not. I kind of want to draw a card off of it. But then if we draw a brick, it's kind of awkward. Yeah, I'm just going to turn this into an Elk, I think. And then just drop the Steam Vents and pass. Is there an argument to holding Steam Vents? Not really. There's an argument to just like cracking this and then, yeah, there's a lot of different possible lines here, but I think I like this plan. And I'm not going to attack. I don't want to chump block with Lotus Cobra, and I definitely don't want to lose my Oko. So both players have no cards. We have a similar number of lands. They have Sylvan Library going, but we have Oko going. Yeah, the Mind Twist for 5 is tough. Like, I sort of saw it coming with the Imperial Seal setup. So I think it was correct to shut down the Basalt Monolith for a turn. Um, Although maybe not. Maybe we should have just let them have their mana. A little unclear. Oh man, they have another good card. Oh, okay, well that's game. That kills our Oko, and now we just don't really have anything going. I mean, we could top deck Minsk and Boo. It's not literally over, but this is pretty bad. We don't have any attacks. Yeah, actually, like, pretty much in concession territory with that brick. But yeah, Mind Twist into Sky Sovereign is worst case scenario. So another black-green deck. I think I am going to play the Dark Depths combo here. They're at 8. If they get a little too greedy, we could maybe get some sort of cheesy win with Minsk and Boo. Lightning Greaves. Weird card for them to be playing. So they can attack us for 9 and kill our 3/3. And then I'll take a draw and concede. Yeah, take 9. And Minskin Boo would not do it. Maybe. No. No. Okay. So we lose game 1. That's tough. I think we were in a very good position, but Sylvan Library just like helped them find exactly the cards they needed for that spot. Do we want to make any changes here? We haven't seen any graveyard stuff, but like most black decks do have some. Courser looks okay. Hmm. Close. I think natural order for Gruff Triplets does look pretty good here. Do we keep the Dark Depths combo? I think I'm just gonna play the main deck here. And then if we see more of their deck, we could make some changes. Like there's a lot of cards on our sideboard that could be worth playing. But I think this is fine for this spot. Okay, no green mana. Do we keep it anyways? High upside, and again, I hate mulliganing against black decks that are attacking our hand, so I think I will keep it. If we find a green, we have, I think, 12 green sources, and if we find one in our first 2 or 3 draws, then this hand's great. There's a Sky Sovereign of our own, I'll take that. Mox Emerald would have been our best draw, so it's a little sad to put that to the bottom, but we also put a bunch of spells to the bottom, which hopefully, or which does increase our chances of finding a land. They have a Mox, man. Fast start, once again. Forest, beautiful. So we'll play the Hierarchy, and we're set up to just play turn 3 Minsk and Boo. We've played him on turn 1, we played him on turn 2. Turn 3 is not quite as impressive, but still pretty good. Could also Pest Infestation, but I think I would rather Minsk and Boo. Wow. Jeez, turn 2 Primeval Titan. That crushes our Minsk and Boo. Yeah, that we're losing. Tough, very tough. That our opponent's deck is great. I think our deck is great too, but yeah, I mean, just turn 2 Primeval Titan is very strong. Is there anything we can do to beat this? Um, I think our only out is to play Minsk and Boo, which it does so little here. Literally, I mean, I guess it makes a dude, but we can't do anything else. But then our plan is to Turtle Witness back Minsk and Boo, and hopefully leverage that to victory somehow. If they play nothing for the rest of the game, we can beat the turn 2 6/6. But I mean, I'm definitely expecting them to continue adding gas. Sky Sovereign could also get there. It's gonna be tough though. Um, we'll see. They do have more action. So, do we want to chump block with them with our Minskin or with our Boo? I think the answer is yes. Yeah, because he can just make another 4/4 immediately. So we'll chump block. Minskin Boo's going to go down to 2. And again, we can't, they can't have a bunch more follow up. We need this to be their last thing. But they have so many cards in hand and so much mana. Jeez. Their deck uses Grim Monolith and Basalt Monolith very well between Prime Time and Mind Twist. I guess actually we can maybe block the Primeval Titan next turn. Please be something irrelevant. Don't just jam some other savage card. The Weather Seed Treaty. Okay, that doesn't do too much. This card has read ahead, so they can choose which chapter it enters with. I kind of want to draw an untapped land, so I can Pest Infestation for 2. Okay, they each have it enter on the first chapter. Millions of mana over there for sure. But yeah, if we draw land, we can Pest Infestation to take out Mox Emerald and the Weather Seed Treaty, or whatever that thing's called. And then make 4 tokens, and then also make a 4/4 with Minskin Boo, giving us 8 total power, and potentially letting us kill the Primeval Titan. stage. Get a basic forest, okay. And our life total is still high. They have infinite mana. If I don't draw an untapped land, I think I will just play Pest Infestation for one. I don't care about the Mox Emerald that much. It means we get 2 fewer tokens, but we still have enough power to block the prime time. Just play just play Arbor Elf or something. Sylvan Caryatid. 2 green mana. Not that much they could play for 2 green mana that's devastating. Lightning Greaves. Okay, that is interesting. Makes me want to draw a forest or an untapped land even more. Yeah, we'll make another dude. We do draw an untapped land. Okay, so I think, yeah, let's just go for the Pest Infestation. Killing this and this. Then we'll put our counters here. And pass. Not going to attack because I do want to block this Primeval Titan. Happy they had another land. Maybe we could actually win this somehow. Although it looks like they do have another play. Hopefully they don't Mind Twist our hand. Actually, 2 of our cards don't do anything, but I don't want to lose the Eternal Witness. Worth noting that they're not playing Wasteland or Strip Mine, which makes our Dark Depths combo better. If they were playing those cards, they would have certainly gotten them by now with their Titan. Just crack the Horizon Canopy, dude. Toxic Deluge. No. Okay, yeah, that's GG. We don't even have double green for Eternal Witness yet. Oh, they actually can't kill our Minskin Boo. They only put it to 1. Maybe. Could also top deck Dark Depths. That would be another path to victory. Or Crop Rotation. If we draw a brick, what do? I think we go Mystic, Gruul Turf picking up the forest, and then we just plan on copying Simic Growth Chamber with our Thespian Stage, which is actually kind of nice. It does give us a bit of mana advantage. Alright, Minskin Boo falls to 1. They're going to go down to 22 cards in the library. So, actually, we want to hold up Sheldock Isle. Or do we? Maybe we don't. The problem is we can't crew the the Sky Sovereign console flagship, unless we leave the Boo back to block, which we could do. If we draw Forest, no, I don't. Actually, I want to hold the Eternal Witness until after we lose the Minskin Boo. That is risky because they could make us discard it, of course, but I think it's still fine. I don't know what this pause is here. Yeah, they're just gonna hit our. Oh, do they have No, they wouldn't have a burn spell. But Seiju on our thing. Okay. Well, that takes us off with the Dark Depths combo. Although we can bring it back with Eternal Witness if we care. They chose not to take out our Sheldock Isle, which is kind of interesting. So yes, I would like to make another dude. Black Lotus. That's a funny draw. It doesn't really do much here, unfortunately. Um, it sets us up well for next turn, though, so I think I will. Yeah, let's just go. I'm gonna attack here. Yeah, I think we try to get a little aggressive there. We could put them to 12. I wish we had Time Walk. If this, wow, yeah, we took a Black Lotus over Time Walk, and I think that was the right call. Black Lotus has won us multiple games, but in this specific spot, if we had Time Walk, we would win. I think we would actually literally just have them dead on the board. But because it's Black Lotus instead, the game goes on. The more I see of their deck, I actually don't think it's that good. I mean, they played turn 2 Primeval Titan, but they haven't done that much since then. I actually think this should be a good matchup, and I think we're pretty favored if we can get to game 3. But we just need to, like, overcome the turn 2 Primeval Titan first. But, like, our life total is 24. We're not that close to getting killed. And Primeval Titan is like, it's a 6/6, but at this point it's mostly just a 6/6. Like they have all the lands they need. It does let them basically only draw spells for the rest of the game. Like they just have so few lands left in their deck that they're very likely to draw some gas. It's like a little sad, but not terrible. So take 4. And I'm just gonna play Elvish Mystic, Rule Turf, picking up Forest. I think I will play this just in case they have a discard spell. Could even just put Eternal Witness into play. That's like weirdly tempting. Like Eternal Witness, bring back Black Lotus, replay Black Lotus, and then we can crew. No, no, I think that's not worth it. If they take out our hand, they take out our hand. We can probably win without our hand. So they're likely going to crack their Horizon Canopy end of turn. They're debating not doing it because they might intentionally leave us off of Shelldock. They could choose to not sacrifice this and choose to not search for anything with prime time, and then we would have to wait one more turn before playing our big boat. So once again, poor Minskenbu has just been attacked by Primeval Titan like 4 times. He's still alive, but he's gonna die here. But then he'll come back. So hopefully it's fine. Opponent just getting basics at this point, I think, with the prime time. And as has been the case for a while, like I think we can beat the board. It just depends on what they have in their hand. They have 3 cards in their hand. They also have like essentially infinite mana, so whatever things they have, they can play. Okay, they chose to find land, so I don't think. Yeah, playing the sky ships. Yeah, playing the boat here doesn't do anything, so we'll just let this happen. Minskin Boo's dead, but we killed him next turn. Actually, do we? I think we do. Oh, and on the board we actually put them to 1 right now. I'm expecting them to have something else though. Hopefully it's a creature that dies to sky ship. 6 mana though, that's a lot. Not many 6 mana things die to our boat. 7. Oh god. Titan of Industry. Okay, that's not good. It has reach among other things, so it can block our boat. So they gain 5 life and kill our Black Lotus. Okay. We still have enough mana for. Oh no, no, we're 1 mana short of Minskin Boo next turn. Okay, Oko's not terrible. Well, yeah, yeah, I think we're gonna lose here. That was 2 pretty good cards for them to have. Make a food, okay. So we'll cast our boat. Dome the Oko for 3. Weirdly, a card with Exalted would be good. Like Ignoble Hierarch would actually be nice here. Deep Forest Hermit's interesting. So, wait. Actually, we have a lot of options here. So, we play land. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we can go Eternal Witness into Minskin Boo. Um, but then what's our plan? Like, hmm, man, this is a crazy position. So they have 3 things that we really want to kill, and we can almost kill them all 3, but we can't quite. I think we don't play Deep Forest Hermit this turn. I think we want to get the Minskin Boo down, so we can go. We can bring back Minskin Boo, and plus on Boo and attack their fate or attack. Oh man, this being a 7/7 with reach is brutal because it means they can block our Skyship Sovereign, and we cannot put counters on this with the Minskin Boo. One option would be bring back Minskin Boo. If this yeah, this Titan of Industry being 7/7 is just brutal. I mean, weirdly, it is actually possible we're supposed to bring back Ignoble Hierarch because then we could attack them with a boat and kill Oko, and then trade with the Titan of Industry. That's so crazy, though. That just feels like that can't be the correct move. But say we did, or the other option, say we bring back Minskin Boo. What if we just brought back Minskin Boo and sacked the Boo token to kill Oko? Crew the boat. No, crew the boat first. Then attack with a boat. Yeah, let's do that. So we bring back Minskin Boo. Play Minskin Boo. We're tapped out. Crew the boat with Boo. Attack their face with the boat. Killing the Oko with the boat trigger. Then if they block, we lose our boat. But then we can sack the Boo to kill their Titan. Then they lose Oko. They lose Titan. We draw 4 cards. On the backswing, they can kill our Titan. They can use their other Titan, Titan Tribal over there. They can use their other Titan to kill our Minskin Boo. And then it's like kind of an even game, but they have Titan and a Jillion lands versus us not having a Jillion lands. But we have Deep Forest Hermit in play. And the following turn, we could try to take over with Deep Forest Hermit. I think that's the right line. Crazy situation, but I think that is what we should do here. So let's go Eternal Witness. No. We don't even want to do this first. Let's conceal information. So let's start by just doing this. Attack their face. Kill Oko. They're gonna block. Now, Eternal Witness. Bring back Minskin Boo. Play Minskin Boo. So no to this. Sacrifice Boo to deal 4 to Titan of Industry. We draw 4 cards. Okay, I mean, yeah, we got a pretty good hand here. We're gonna lose Minsk and Boo for good this time. But yeah, we're back to a situation where we can beat the board, and we just need them to not top deck a bunch more stuff. Actually, we might even be able to bring back Boo again. We could Aether Spellbomb, bounce our Eternal Witness, and then play Minsk and Boo a third time. Oh, come on. Do they top deck something else good? They have their own boat. That's bad. Crazy game. And I think we're back to being slightly behind, but not out of it. So we take 6. We need them to not have anything else here. Just pass, please. Really? They have a second thing again? Okay, so actually that's fine. That's not too bad. Let me correct that, sure. And then they have another thing. Stop, Nook and Go. I know this is the finals, but okay, so that's fine. Sakura Tribe doesn't do too much. So, that's another interesting draw. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could go up even more with Mana Vault. I want to take out this boat. I also want to take out Sylvan Library pretty badly. Um, man. Is there any argument to just making Hex Drinker all the way like as big as possible? I think we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we have exactly enough mana to make Hex Drinker all the way charged up. That seems pretty good. So let's start by going to combat and swinging with Eternal Witness, just to get the Sakura Tribe Elder off the board. And then once we make the Hex Drinker all the way big, then it can block the Primeval Titan. They just let it go through. Interesting. That's probably a good play on their part. Yeah, I think this is the right line. And this is like a very real clock on them. Um, like it kills them in 3 turns, and it's pretty much impossible for them to interact with it in any way. It also stops them from being able to pay as much life on the Sylvan Library. They can start hitting us in the air with the sky ships off with the boat, but we can like bounce that with either spellbomb if we need to. The pest infestation is gone for good since we lost the Eternal Witness. Maybe we weren't supposed to attack there. I really thought they were going to sack their thing. But we have a lot of uses for either spellbomb, and it's probably going to be tough for us to have a window to just like spend 5 mana essentially to return something from our graveyard to our play. Okay, they just play Mox Jet. They didn't even pay life, so that's kind of weird. They're doing nothing this turn. Well, yeah, I guess they're attacking us for 6 and killing our thing, so we can't call that nothing. But that's not as bad as I thought they might do. Gain some life, sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I'm not going to untap this. Uro, interesting draw. Interesting draw. So, I think I like playing that. Because if we can develop further, that'd be great. We're hoping to draw land so we can play Seeka's Chariot. We do, but we have to shock. I think that's fine. Actually, maybe we don't. No, no, we should. Well, that puts us down to 12 life, and it means that we have to block their Primeval Titan if they find a creature that can crew their boat. Oh, wait, we can just escape Uro. Yeah, that's definitely the play. Yeah, let's escape Uro. That was a great top deck. This just does everything we need. It like gains us life. Um, it trades with their 6/6. Like it means that their boat can't really do anything against us. Yeah, just a really nice pickup here. I wouldn't mind another land, but I don't need it either. Oko. Okay, yeah, I think we're officially winning now. It's Certainly very far from over, but I think we're winning. Let's attack for 6. 14 to 15 on life totals. Our hand is stacked. If they find Mind Twist and take out our hand, then it's gets dicey again. Interesting that they are not using that to draw extra cards, but they're also not cracking their Wooded Foothills. Okay. 3 mana, what you got? Eternal Witness. No. That's okay. There's actually nothing too devastating. What are they even gonna get with it? Maybe that's not too bad. They can get Oko. I guess they turn out Uro into a 3/3. Maybe that's pretty bad. They get back Titan of Industry instead. So they do have enough mana to cast that, and then they can attack with the Sky Sovereign. What a wild game. Eternal Witness was definitely one of the worst things that they could have had. We'll see what they choose to do with this Titan of Industry. They could just gain 5 life and make a Rhino. Just have like max board presence. And they probably do want to gain 5 life so that they don't lose to this Hex Drinker. They put a shield counter on the Titan. That is weird. Oh no, they put a shield Titan on this Titan. Okay. Um. So blocking seems pretty bad. Let's just take 6 here. I'm not gonna tap this again. I have other stuff to be doing. Don't hate drawing a land there. So I'm gonna start by attacking with both. Devoto Druid was a terrible draw. So they go to 8. Then we can Oko their Titan to kill it. It keeps the 6 damage on so it dies. And now we could either play. Let's see, do we want to hold up the Spell Bomb? We could play Llanowar Elves and Devoted Druid and pass with Spell Bomb up. Or we could play Deep Forest Hermit, but we could just lose to their 2/6 power cards if we don't hold up the Spell Bomb. So I think we do need to do that, unfortunately. So let's go Devoted Druid, Llanowar Elves, either Spell Bomb, and pass with the Spell Bomb up. They're down to 8. This Hex Drinker is getting close to killing them, and we're also getting close to being able to bring back Uro again. On board, they can crew their boat. Then we bounce the boat, and we're okay. They topic another good thing. Nissa. I think that's fine. Not great. Now we'll see what they do with this boat if they want to crew it. They probably should. So I'm gonna bounce the boat now. They can replay it and kill one of our things, but that's okay. Now the question is, do they want to go at Oko or our face? They go at our face. Interesting. So how low are we okay with going on life? Could just do this to stay at 5. Maybe Devoted Druid. I think Devoted Druid actually is nice though. Oh, but if we go to 1, then we have to untap our Mana Vault, which kind of sucks. Okay, yeah, I don't want to have to do that, so I will block like this. Take 6. This is an insane game. So they replay the boat, hit Oko down to 2. Wait a second. Wait. Can we just win here? They have no cards in hand. Yes, if we untap this, turn it into an elk, they're at 8, we can hit them for 9. They don't have any food tokens or anything, because if we shoot our shot here, we're dead if they don't. If they have something. But I think that just does it. I really don't want to blunder here, but they have no cards in hand. They have no food tokens. They have mana, but they don't have anything to do with it, and they cannot crew this because they have no untapped creatures, so they are dead on board. So, so we need to untap this. Yes. Then we'll turn this into a 3/3 and attack them for 9. Oh my god, I cannot believe we won this game. They played a turn 2 Primeval Titan and attacked every single turn. They attacked us with Primeval Titan 8 times. That's 48 power. They got 16 land. Like, that was absurd. Wow, I'll watch the replay of that game because I'm sure there's a million places where we could have been a little bit more precise. Definitely places where they could have been more precise. If they left back the Eternal Witness, they would have at least survived a turn there. Truly ridiculous game. Now they have only 4 minutes for game 3. I think I'm going to pivot to a little bit more of a defensive build. I don't want to be playing like random cards that don't do much. So let's cut these. Let's bring in Courser and Endurance, I think. I think Natural Order is worth it. Okay, I'll just not play Endurance. They have not much that it's good against. It's good against specifically Eternal Witness, but not really the rest of their deck. Do we want our boat? I think we do. Okay. So we'll add one of each of these. I think we just run it like this. Are there any other cards that are bad? No, I think I like this plan. Alright, they get to go first. That's too bad. But, oh, we got turned 1 Minskin Boo again. Let's go. That is awesome. So, yeah, I mean, we'll go for that. They have their own Mox on turn 1. Pretty good. Into Devoted Druid. Okay. So, is there any way we can do anything? We're going to go for turn 1 Minskin, but the question is, can we add something else as well using this Mana Vault? I don't think so. I think we just jam. I mean, let's think. If we were to play Black Lotus, we need to crack the Lotus for red, though, is the problem. Yeah, there's not really a way to maximize this Mana Vault. So, just playing the turn 1 Minskin Boo again. Feels good. I mean, their start is busted. They actually have 2, 3, 4, 5 mana on turn 2 versus our 4 mana on turn 1. Take 4. And our hand is honestly not great now. They have another Mox, are you serious? I guess we can't complain. So, what you got? Are they going to play turn 2 Primeval Titan again? Mind Twist my hand. Okay, that is actually so funnily bad. They took out our entire hand, but our hand was trash. All we cared about was what we already had in play. So, let's just... Boom! Got there. So we could have swung for 7, played our Spell Bomb. That's insane. I cannot believe we won that match. Oh, it's also kind of a good full circle moment that we started and ended the league with a turn 1 Minskin Boo. This deck was sweet. Got the trophy, so can't argue with the results. The power level was kind of through the roof. Like, Oko and Minskin Boo are the best planeswalkers ever. We had Black Lotus and Mox Emerald for quick acceleration. A great curve with just like tons of 1 mana plays. I don't think we ever actually went for the Natural Order plan, but we also had 2 combos. Natural Order for Gruff Triplets, which is only kind of a combo, but it's kind of a combo. And then also the Dark Depths combo, which won us 1 game. Yeah, it's just a well-rounded deck. It was a little bit light on creature removal. Our plan was basically just to play better creatures than them, and we were able to do it by the skin of our teeth. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.